Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and in this video I'm looking at the Smiths. I haven't put the Smiths up, although Morrissey, I've got a few Morrissey up on the channel so far, and you can check out that playlist. This is the first, the Smiths with Morrissey, of course, and it's There's a Light That Never Goes Out. And we'll listen to the song and then we'll talk about the lyrics afterwards. So this should satisfy both the Smiths fans and Morrissey fans, let's hope. All right, let's have a look and a listen. All right, there is a light that never goes out. This is live, it says 1986, so let's see.
Take me out tonight, where there's music and there's people and the young and the light. Driving in your car, I never want to go home, because I haven't got one anymore. Take me out tonight, because I want to see people and I want to see light. Driving in your car, oh please don't drop.
To stop for a second, I'll talk about the lyrics later. It sounds sort of like he's trying to escape from his home or something like that. He wants to see people, he wants to see the light, and it says there's a light that never goes out. Well, we'll talk about the lyrics later. You definitely recognize Morrissey's voice right away. He's got a very distinctive sound and tone to his voice, which is really good. But he's one of those singers that when he comes up, you know it's Morrissey singing. Let me back that up a little bit there.
Take me out tonight, because I want to see people and I want to see light. Driving in your car, oh please don't drop me home, because it's not my home, it's their home and I'm welcome no more. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Take me out tonight, take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. And in the darkened underpass, I thought, oh God, my chance has come at last. But then a strange fear gripped me and I just couldn't ask. Take me out tonight, oh take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. Driving in your car, I never want to go home, because I haven't got one all along. Oh, I haven't got one. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the boy.
The contrast, or whatever you want to call it, between his very beautiful singing voice and the lyrics that he's singing about being crushed by a double-decker bus or what was it, a 10-ton truck or something. um, it's it's kind of sad, but it's almost humorous at the same time because of the way it's being presented. It's hard not to sort of smile with this. Wait a minute, what? Contrast between the two.
It's such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Oh, there is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out.
Okay, I think we've reached the end. Um, yeah, interesting song. We'll have a moment with the lyrics shortly. Yeah, he's got a very nice voice, and it's a live performance. But you could hear that even though there was an audience there, you could hear the band. Everything sounded really good. As I say, there's that sort of strange contrast between what he's saying and how he's singing. Such a a lovely song, but the lyrics not so lovely in a way. I like this picture. Is this kid getting brain freeze here with the popsicle? All right, and you can also you can tell it's the 1980s from the live video because of the hairstyles and clothing, particularly in the audience. A few scenes there where you saw them, and yeah, definitely the 80s, and definitely the Smiths tribe, shall we say, in the way that they're dressed and made up. But let's have a look at the lyrics now. Here we are. There is a light that never goes out. So interesting title by the Smiths, and the lyrics seem to be attributed to Johnny Marr, who's the guitarist, I believe, and Morrissey, who we know is the singer. Take me out tonight where there's music and there's people and they're young and alive. Driving in your car, I never want to go home because I haven't got one anymore. At first I'm thinking homeless. But later there are lyrics that lead me to think something else. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But definitely wants to get out, see young people, lively people. I think it's an escape, like I said during the song. I think it's an escape from home that doesn't feel like home anymore. Now, could that be, a rental place where you're not getting along with your roommates? Is that a very young person who's escaping from mom and dad? I don't know. Take me out tonight because I want to see people and I want to see life. Driving in your car, oh, please don't drop me home because it's not my home, it's their home. So somebody else's home. It doesn't feel like his home anymore, whoever's there. And I'm welcome no more. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. So it kind of sounds to me like a really, really young love, maybe. And so it could be the parents' home. But maybe it's somebody else, like I said, a rental or something, and you just doesn't feel like your house anymore. It doesn't feel your home. So you kind of sometimes when you're well, maybe when you're older too, I guess, but especially when you're young, I think you dream, you kind of daydream about let's just end it. And wouldn't it be so much easier? Of course, you don't think about all the rest of it. It's just oh come on, just get it over with. And to die by your side. So he's in love with this woman or girl, or he wants to be in love with this woman or girl. He may be dreaming about it or daydreaming about it. And it would be such a heavenly way to die. This is a very sort of romantic, mistaken thought process. Lust or love can sometimes make you think in ways that doesn't make any sense at all when you look at it more objectively, but it's understandable because it's from emotions, and especially if it's a very young person, the hormones are very powerful. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us to die by your side. Well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Okay, so really in love with this person. Take me out, take me anywhere. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. So he just wants to escape, like I said before. And in the darkened underpass, I thought, oh God, my chance has come at last. But then a strange fear gripped me, and I just couldn't ask. So, yeah, if this is a young love situation, he wants something. I won't say precisely what. You can guess. But he doesn't have the guts to ask. So they're in the underpass, it's dark there or whatever, and here's my chance, but he's too afraid. So again, it sounds to me like a really young love, teenager probably, and either is with this girl or wants to be with this girl, and wants to do more than just drive around in the car, but doesn't know how to ask or is too afraid. I never want to go home because I haven't got one. Okay, so we've kind of covered that. And then the double-decker bus. Such a heavenly way to die. The 10-ton truck. Another wonderful way to die, apparently. So, kills the both of us to die by your side while the pleasure, the privilege is mine. It's that feeling. I'm sort of laughing about it a little bit because it to me it's a little over the top, but it's like a teenage love, which is sometimes a little over the top. Because that's what you feel. So it's not funny for the person who's involved in it. The depth of your feeling is quite serious, and you can have moments or even years in your life when you just are so emotional that it's very difficult to actually see the humor or laugh or even look at yourself introspectively from a more objective viewpoint. I actually hired somebody. I was a cook for a long time, and we hired a dishwasher slash prep help person, and she was a teenager, young person, and probably maybe she liked the Smiths. I don't know. I didn't listen to them at the time, but she was convinced that she should never laugh. She should never show emotion, but particularly laughing, anything funny. It's okay to be sad and miserable all the time, and she dressed that way and makeup was that way, etc. But she wasn't, in her mind, she wasn't supposed to laugh. She wasn't supposed, because the world was so dark, everything was so dark. And I see the world as very dark sometimes too, but I also use humor to, well, first of all, show the darkness, but also to help me in times of trouble. Humor has probably saved my life. So it was very difficult for her to work with me because I was not trying to be mean, but it's just my nature. I was always trying to make her smile or make her laugh, and she did end up sometimes at least smiling and occasionally even laughing, and she tried to hide it, but there was no way to hide it completely. So out in public she was still morose and moody, but at least sometimes when we were working in the kitchen, she would sometimes break a smile. And I think that that's an important thing, to keep your sense of humor. I had another friend, an older friend, who used to say when someone died, he lost his sense of humor. Yeah. Oh, there is a light and it never goes out. There's a light and it never goes out. I'm not sure what he's talking about here. He was talking about a heavenly way to die, so that could be it. Talking about that kind of light, the spirit light or the soul light. If you're into that kind of thing, that could be it, or it could just be hope. It could just be the hope that one day he will escape from this home and have his own home. Maybe he'll get with this girl. I don't know. Maybe that light of hope will never go out. You could read this many different ways. All right. Yeah, very interesting song. I think it's probably about really, really young love, and trying to escape from what he sees as sort of an entrapment and to be himself, but he doesn't really know how to do that because he's too afraid to ask, etc. Okay, the Smiths, there is a light that never goes out. Now, let me know what else you might want to hear from the Smiths or Morrissey or others, and any other singer, any other musician or band, and I'll add them to the list. All right, it's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Keep listening, keep having fun. Until next time, bye for now.